Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Shemil, Shabbat Shemakak, with Ash double honors to the elder apostles and other bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle of David. The Elder Yahshua back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm pretty much going to let Dr. Morandi speak to... forgot who he's speaking to, but anyway, I can count on them to give us. Oh, you know what? I thought it was Max Blumenthal. Yeah, it might be Blumenthal. So we'll watch that. Let me set it up real quick with Revelation. If I can get that, let me see. Any Revelation on there? No. Wait, what was that? Revelation 12. I'm on 11. Let's see if this will give it to me without hemming me up. What did I do there? Okay, so let me go back to 11. See if it'll give it. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe is coming shortly. Okay. Now with that, let's watch Max. The Gray Zone. This is 3 hours ago. I believe it's Max Blumenthal. Let's go ahead. But I'm quite sure that they're gonna, kind of outline what's going on. Let's see, on the coming U.S.-Israeli assault on Iran. So let's see what they're gonna say from this perspective. Might be a commercial.
Professor Mohammed Morandi, welcome back to the Gray Zone.
It is Max.
Hi, Max. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's always a great pleasure.
It's always great to see you. This week, amid a massive, unprecedented show of force ordered by President Donald Trump, Iran closed or partially closed the Strait of Hormuz. This was obviously a major message and signal of what could take place if the United States and Israel, the Zionist axis, decide to strike Iran. But we've been told again and again through strategists that the Strait of Hormuz was sort of a tactic of last resort by Iran, and that it wouldn't take place. To me, the message Iran is sending is that if the U.S. strikes in any way, it will lead to an all-out regional war, and as well as serious economic pain. What's your reading on this drill to close the Strait of Hormuz and what it signals going forward?
Okay, so here's my little synopsis before they go into it. Number one, the Spirit is not dealing with them, so they don't understand what we already know. So knowing what we know, okay, they can't really do anything. It's not time yet. Things are not in place as far as the CHIP. If anything significant went on over there, it would spiral so quickly. There's no time for the CHIP. You see how these people are just kind of foaming at the mouth to get at each other. So it's going to take at least 6 months between now and the next 6 months to get the infrastructure and then some sort of momentum going, pushing the CHIP. So even though all the equipment is in the area, they might have to either wait or stand down. Because if anything significant, if micro nukes or tacticals go off this weekend or anytime soon, that thing is just going to spiral. Okay? It would spiral. And the CHIP is just not where it's supposed to be, in my opinion. It's not where it's supposed to be yet. So anyway, Salakia, let's get back to this.
Yes, it's exactly as you say. This is sending a message saying that we're going to shut the Strait of Hormuz. And there are multiple ways of doing it. It's not just shutting the strait itself, which is very easy because it's very narrow. You sink a ship or two there, and other ships can't pass through it anyway. You can lay mines, and you can strike very easily from the shore. You don't need long range weapons to do so. So that is quite easy. Then you have the ability of the Iranians to strike ships throughout the Persian Gulf and outside of the Strait of Hormuz. Anything that moves in the Persian Gulf can be destroyed. And then the oil wells, the gas wells, all of them can be destroyed. Remember, the missiles that Iran used against the Israeli regime during the 12-day war, they were long-range missiles.
Yeah.
Iran doesn't need those to destroy anything that it wants to destroy in the Persian Gulf region. It has medium-range missiles, short-range missiles. It has cruise missiles. It has drones. It has surface-to-sea missiles. It has all sorts of weapons. And anyone who looks at the map will see that the Iranians control one side of the Persian Gulf and some of the islands in the middle of the Persian Gulf. And the other side is basically a number of tiny, very vulnerable family dictatorships with lots of oil and gas wealth, but all of them host U.S. bases that are, as we speak, being used against Iran. So they are complicit with the Americans, and they are part of any conflict against Iran. The drone that murdered General Soleimani flew from Doha.
Yep, from
and
Hollywood Airways.
That's right. So these entities are complicit in activities against Iran. And to be very blunt, the Iranians have been very tolerant for decades. In fact, Max, after the 8-year war with Saddam Hussein, where he invaded the country, and countries in the Persian Gulf gave him hundreds of billions of dollars. Back then, that would be like $1 trillion now. And the West gave him chemical weapons, and just in Halab alone, they slaughtered 6,500 people within a couple of minutes. And Western media did nothing about it. Western governments did nothing about it. The UN did nothing about it. But in any case, after the war, when Saddam invaded Kuwait, Iran condemned it. And Iran restored relations with all these countries. And it literally forgave all of them, even though they were deeply involved in supporting Saddam. So when Qatar, even though Qatar and Turkey under Erdogan were working with the Israelis and the Americans in Operation Timber Sycamore to support ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Jaish al-Islam and all these other horrible Takfiri groups and terrorist organizations, but when Saudi Arabia and the Emirates turned against Qatar, Iran supported Qatar and prevented it from falling. And then after things got better, Qatar again began to stab Iran in the back once again. So the point is that if you look historically, the Iranians have been far more tolerant than to these entities than I think normally countries would. And of course, this runs against the whole narrative of Iran, but of course...
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because I saw something the other day that goes right into this, and then we'll get Second Ezra's 15, right? And the Carmanians, the wild boars, and the crazy desert folk. This is what I saw. What is it? The Arabic. What do they call the Arab? The Arab. Let's see, Arab, Arabic, NATO, NATO. Have you heard that? Arab NATO. Okay. Arab NATO. What is that? Okay, this is new. The Arab NATO. What's the Arab NATO? Okay. 7 years. U.S. seeks to create Arab NATO. Well, what's going on right now? Shoot, they were talking about that shit yesterday. Come on. Come on. The Arabic NATO. Let's see. Abu Dhabi is Israel's Trojan horse. Arab nation burns. What? NATO allies. What is this? Shocking move after barring U.S. from using bases to hit Iran. What is that? It's in Eastern Europe. Trump's Arab friends abandon Iran war plans. That's more like it. Come on now. No, there's a, see, they're not going to show that over here. The Arab alliance coming together. No, they got an Arab NATO right now that's growing. I wish they're blocking that. Because I saw it. They must have jumped on it quick because they don't need that kind of solidarity. Come look at this going way back. Yeah. Anyway, what does Arab NATO mean? Anyway, Arabic. NATO K. Nope, nothing. United Nations. Okay, so anyway, when it comes up again, I'm gonna grab it. Okay, what is this? UAE versus Saudi Arabia. See, they're promoting the fighting amongst each other, but that's not what's going. We'll get it anyway. I'll show you. Arabs won't tell you this. Blunderway. Come on. This is Egypt's NATO-style Arab Defense Force crushed before battle as Qatar. See, this is what the propaganda says, but right now they have come together, and I don't see anything about that because you're guarding there. You don't want that out there. I bet you if I went on Google, it'd come right up. You got somebody washing that. They don't want that truth coming out. Right, look at it, 5 years. I think it was right here. Look at this. Let's watch this. 1 day ago.
En Racing Case preparamos los platillos con
Did I post this yesterday? I don't think so. CJ Worldman. I don't think I did this yesterday. Islamic NATO.
Hello, it's your friend CJ Werleman, and in this episode we reveal why a growing and strengthening alliance between Muslim-majority countries is reshaping the Middle East and presenting the State of Israel with an unprecedented existential threat. But first, please remember to like and subscribe to our show and ensure your notifications are turned on so you never miss a single episode. Now let's get into it. The idea...
Now, again, I said they're hiding this. They don't want this out there. Oh, 6-7 years ago, they thought about it.
Of a collective security alliance that huddles together Muslim-majority countries under a binding collective defense obligation akin to what Europeans and Americans enjoy under NATO has been kicked around for years, mostly because the potential strategic benefits are obvious, given it would include
Muslim,
a combination
Arabic,
of Saudi money, Turkish technology, and Pakistani nukes, therefore constituting a triumvirate of military, economic, and technological firepower against the #1 threat to peace and security in the Muslim world, the State of Israel. A stark reality given the Zionist military bombed and or invaded 9 Muslim-majority countries during the last...
What are we looking at? What are we looking at right now? This region is destabilized. Why? They got them all fighting against each other. So let's go now to Second Ezra, and then we'll watch a little bit more. This one, bring it to a close. See, they're hiding this. They're hiding what's going on. They don't want you to know that the ass whooping is about to come down. So, but we already know because we understand what we understand the scriptures through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Starting with our teachers, the elder apostles of GMS on down. All right, and that's just what it is. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 30. Started 29. Salakia. 15. Started 29 and 28. Behold, 28. 2 Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision of the appearance thereof from the east, or what you call the Middle East. Go sit down, dog. Go lay down. Salakia. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, all right, the Arab nations, shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, talk about Iran, right, or the Persians, if you will, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. They shall join battle with who? With the dragons. Okay, the wild men, them dragons of them deserts out there, right, are going to come together with these wild boars and do what? Come together and join battle and whoop ass. Okay, now who's going to have the upper hand, right? Then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Wait a minute, who joined battle with them? The Carmanian. So Iran is going to win. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand. What? Well, if the dragons get the upper hand, who gets it with them? See, with them. Who gets it with them? That would be the wild boars. So they're going to win. See that? Now, here they are assembling. Why? They're coming back together. This is them. And if they shall, I didn't read it, did I? And if they shall turn themselves, Salakia. Where did we go? That's not it. The hell? It's the wrong one. Second is. Let's do this again. And if they shall turn themselves, right here. I'm going to read it all from the top. Salakia. I'm a little excited from that Tucker Carlson thing. 2 Ezra 15 and 28. I'm not going to read 28. I'm going to go straight to it. I'm going to go straight to them coming back together. Right here, we're discussing the dragons again. Who are the dragons? The Arabs. What are the Arabs the Arab countries, what are they going to do? And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. We're wild men, all of us. Hey, we're brothers over here. What are we doing fighting? We're destabilized. Let's come back together, stop fighting over this oil, and letting these, these Edomites destroy us. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, that's what they're doing right now. And this is what it is. The Islamic, what are they calling it? Islamic NATO. All right? Islamic NATO that ends Greater Israel from the river. Okay, Salakia. All right, so let me back that up just a hair and let CJ cook. Go, CJ.
Security in the Muslim world. The State of Israel. A stark reality given the Zionist military bombed and or invaded 9 Muslim-majority countries during the last year alone.
Israel has attacked more countries than any other country this year. over 10,600 attacks on 6 countries and 3 territorial waters. These maps show where those attacks took place.
When Israel isn't bombing or invading Muslim countries unprovoked, then it's violating ceasefire agreements with its neighbors, having violated its ceasefire with Gaza by bombing it more than...
Can we get to the coming back together part?
And exporters, with Turkey supplying drones to Ukraine to use against Russia, while at the same time it rebuilds the Syrian army to help the new Syrian government resist and deter Israeli attacks and incursions. This newly emerged Islamic NATO is more than just words on paper. It has already expanded military interaction, training coordination, and defense industrial cooperation. More importantly, it provides each of these 3 countries the space to step out from underneath America's shadow by allowing each nation individually or collectively to take action against Israel without threats of US sanctions or restrictions.
Now enter...
Ooh, can we see where this is going? Okay. We can go ahead. The point has been made. We know who's going to win. So is it going to start this weekend is the question. This weekend as in today? Tonight? This weekend starts tonight.
Yeah. Turkey's inclusion changes the scale and depth of this arrangement. Ankara is no longer just a defense supplier.
I'm going to go out right here. Ezekiel 38. Whose side is Turkey on? Damn it, I don't want that. Let's go over here. Rev. Riggedy Rev. Whose side is Turkey on now? Ezekiel 38. Where are we going to find Turkey? The chief prince, right? Rushar. There's Russia, right? There's Iran. And there's Turkey. Together. Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya will accompany them, all with shields and helmet, as well as Turkey with all its troops and Togarma, not Togamar, Togarma, Syria from the north, from the far north with all its troops, the many nations with you. With that, we hope that the elect edified your brother and your sister. Shalom.